everyone. Today we are going to do pedagogical analysis. This is a very important topic for all students who have enrolled in B.Ed program. It is a common topic to all the students and it is the important topic that you will find in most of the paper 90% of time. So let's begin. Pedagogical analysis. It is composed of two different words, pedagogy and analysis. So whenever teacher has to teach the students, she will prepare this pedagogical analysis of any lesson that she has to teach in a particular period. Pedagogy means science of teaching. Science of teaching means what all techniques, systematic teaching methods which a teacher has to follow in her class. Analysis in general means to break something. So, whenever teacher wants to teach something, she will break the content in a systematic order so that students can learn in that systematic order only. So, it is a science of teaching and the breakup of content in a sequential manner. So, whenever teacher has to teach the students, she will draft a blueprint before going to class or she will plan something. These two things are covered under pedagogical analysis. That teacher will come prepared in the class. She will prepare before good time enough that how she is going to teach the students, what she is going to teach and what students will learn. So these pedagogical analysis will help us determine teaching learning objectives. That how is she teaching and how are students learning. So in this way, pedagogical analysis help a teacher to teach in a systematic or scientific manner so that students learn in a proper manner. So in this, students and teachers, both objectives are achieved through this pedagogical analysis. So let's take an example. Whenever teacher comes in a class, say for example a teacher is coming to grade 1 or grade 2 to teach nouns, she will have in her hand. She will have two things. Content means content of the topic which she wants to teach. She knows she will have some material of noun. It can be in the book, printouts or e-material. And other thing, she has to check the previous knowledge of students. Students learn only when their previous knowledge is linked with the new knowledge. So they will develop new schemas. Only then learning is possible. We also all understand that it is not possible to teach nouns to a nursery student because they are still learning the alphabets. They will learn in next grade word formation. So whatever teacher is going to teach, she has to link that with the previous knowledge of the students and then she will check the new knowledge which she will impart through using pedagogical analysis. So now let's do what are the components of a pedagogical analysis. So these components are very important. It can come in exams in different formats. But prior to that, let's learn what are the basic components of pedagogical analysis. It comprises of 4 components. So it's begin with, first is content analysis. Content analysis means like what teacher wants to teach in the class is called content. It will include a topic, subtopic, subunits. For example, now today teacher wants to teach nouns. So the nouns, it is of various types. Say proper noun, common noun and many more. But teacher today would like to explain only noun with examples from daily routine. And she will give a hint to the students that there are different kinds of noun. She will have an open discussion on noun types. So this noun topic is a very vast topic. It is a very vast topic. It contains various things related to our environment. But a teacher has to see what she can teach in a particular period of time effectively, so that students also learn in the similar manner. So what she has done, she has selected the noun as the content, and analysis, I has told you earlier, it means breaking. She has broken this topic of noun into subtopics. Say she will today cover only the topic what is noun. She will give relevant examples of noun. She will link the noun with common objects in the class. She may ask something. In this way, teachers checks that so that she can see that a student learns a content very thoroughly and he should have a clarity of the topic. Accordingly, teacher divides and selects the content, arranges it sequentially and teaches in the class. The next step comes under this is formation of objectives. Second is objectives formation. We all know whenever we do something, if we have a predetermined objective in mind, we are able to complete a task dedicatedly. We should have something in mind that why we are teaching this. So whenever we do something, there should be some fixed objective, and in any school environment, teacher has predefined objectives, that she has a curriculum in hand, she has some syllabus in hand which she has to teach in a particular frame of mind. Accordingly, she prepares her objectives, and ultimately her objectives lead to learning outcomes. What are learning outcomes? Whenever teacher teaches, her aim is that her students should be able to learn that thing in the manner she has thought of, so that they are also clear about any topic. So learning outcomes. You can also say this as behavioral outcomes. Behavioral. These are the outcomes that we will see in any student after they learn in the class. So teacher has to see this is the second step of pedagogical analysis, objectives formation. So teacher has to define some objectives according to the content she has chosen, that students should be able to learn in their behavior. There should be some learning reflected in it. For example, let's say an example, when teacher was teaching nouns, so now what she is expecting from students, now students should be able to define the term what is a noun. They should be able to differentiate between a noun and a verb. They should be able to give some examples of noun from their daily life, like that this is a chair, this is a table, whatever the names, they should be able to give examples. So these comes under the behavioral outcomes or learning outcomes, which teacher has to define into her objectives. So the second step that comes after content analysis is objective formation. For this to achieve objective formation, the third step then comes teaching strategies, teaching methods, teaching aids. Now whenever teacher has to teach in the class, the third step is teaching methods. What method she is going to teach. Method is not always same. It can be any method. What teaching aid she is going to use. What teaching device she is going to use. I will explain one by one in detail. Teaching method is, one can explain to students by lecture method, by demonstration method, by experiment method. So teacher can explain to students by any method. She has a choice of method. So her ultimate objective is learning by the students. Teaching aids are the objects she will use to elaborate the topic, to illustrate some examples. Teaching aid can be anything. It can be any audio visual device. It can be a projector, OFP projector. It can be transparencies. It can be any object. Say for example, teacher wants to explain about Earth, that Earth, why Earth is called a blue planet. So she may bring into the class a map, that is a teaching aid. She may come with a globe. She may just get a simple printout, or she may show us students any video on YouTube. It can be anything which helps to illustrate or elaborate any example she wants to explain. These aids are very useful in teaching learning process because students can link with these aids, and whenever they appear for exams, so they suddenly will remember, oh, teacher has shown a globe, so they will be able to write why Earth is a blue planet. Maybe it is one of the good reasons. Now what are the devices teacher is using? Like I am using a blackboard or whiteboard. It is a device. Marker is a device. Duster is a device. Any device which a teacher is using comes under the device. So whenever teacher has to teach something, she will be using some teaching strategies, method, device, aids. These comes under pedagogical analysis. She has to pre-plan. For example, if she is going to teach a toddler, they are very small. They cannot understand long sentences, long words. What they like colorful objects. So if teacher wants to teach them red color, so she may tell them that whatever you eat, tomato is red, apple is red. She may bring certain things into the class. So it depends. And she will teach them by the way of doing, not by the lecture method. We cannot teach a pre-scholar. So accordingly, there are certain topics in different grades that require something to be shown. Not every abstract concept can be explained only through lecture method. So teacher has to use varying teaching methods, different aids and different devices to teach a topic to achieve a particular behavioral outcome in the student, so that they are able to understand our concept very thoroughly and easily. So lastly, we did what teaching aids a teacher has to use in the class to achieve teaching learning objective. This is the last step in any pedagogical analysis, evaluation. So whatever a teacher teaches, she also has to evaluate what students have learned, what she has taught, how much they have learned. So there are various evaluation techniques and devices to check these. So what are these devices and techniques? We generally know that, oh, students are having exams. That can be oral test. Those can be written exams. In written exams, there are various types. Long essay type answer questions, objective types answer questions. There can be fill in the blanks, multiple choice questions, fill in the blanks. So, MCQs, multiple choice questions. There can be true, false. It can be match the following. So there are various techniques. Teacher can simply ask through quiz method. She may simply observe what students have learned. There are many things. So using these methods, teacher evaluates what students have learned, how much they have learned, so that accordingly she can manipulate or modify her teaching method or aid. For example, if all the students have learned, few have not learned, she will be able to diagnose the causes why they were not able to learn. She may recommend them remedial teaching, so that they can also be at par with the balance of the class. And ultimately, what was the aim? That teaching learning objectives are achieved. So this was the very important topic of pedagogical analysis, that was consisting of 4 steps, starting with content analysis, formulation of objectives, that was behavioral outcomes, then we did teaching aids and devices, finally we did evaluation technique. So this was very important topic. Stay tuned for more updates. I'll be back with some examples related to pedagogical analysis in my next video. Thank you.